Hi, it's Alice here from Kingsley Consulting. Today we are talking to Jonathan Eland, Sales Director for PPL Training Limited. Now, you've recently used Kingsley Consulting for recruitment. How did you find the process?
Very, very smooth going, to be completely honest with you. I've used a lot of recruitment agencies in the past. I've tried to use people that are local to York, but incidentally, there was quite a number of them that didn't even come back to me. When I rang through, there was nobody available to take the call. You'd leave messages. I'd sent out a number of emails, and it was unbelievable the amount of recruitment agencies that didn't reply, and the ones that didn't quite understand what we were trying to achieve. When I spoke to Cliff and explained exactly what we were looking for, he got it straight away. And I think it helped that he'd obviously worked with PPL previously, but he understood exactly what we were after. And you can't beat that.
You've basically just answered my next question, which is what makes us different? And I guess it is, the fact that we get back to you straight away and understand your needs.
Absolutely. And like I said, the role is quite specific. The type of industry and what we offer on the training side is very bespoke. So we were looking for a particular type of candidate, and that was very important to us. You can be the best salesperson in the world, but if you don't fit into what we're trying to do and our team, then that doesn't matter. Being the best salesperson doesn't always mean that you're going to fit into our business. And Cliff understood that. Whereas a lot of the other recruitment agencies, it was just a case of let's throw a load of CVs at him and see if any stick, rather than actually looking at the quality and the type of person. And that's why we've always stuck with yourselves with Kingsley.
Well, we do things differently, and we use a video interview platform. Do you think that helped with placing your candidate at PPL?
Absolutely. I mean, this is actually the first video interview that I've ever done. But the process, I was a little bit skeptical at start because it's something completely new to me. But having gone through the process with a number of people, I would recommend it to absolutely everybody. It is a fantastic tool. It takes away the time and the effort of looking through CVs, getting people in for interview. And with the utmost respect to people, when you see somebody on a video, you can decide within minutes whether you want to listen to the rest of the video and take them forward. And you can't do that in an interview. If you get somebody sat in front of you, you can't end an interview within 3 minutes or 5 minutes. You have to give that person the respect and the time that they need to obviously go through the questions. And I just found that the video side of things, you can pick up on people's personalities, how they react to questions, and it basically almost does the job for you. And you are selecting people then to come in and talk about the role and the business and how we can work together. So yeah, absolutely superb. To say that I've never used it and it's the first time I'm actually doing it myself, I would now recommend it to everybody.
So what 3 words come to mind for you when you think about working with Kingsley Consulting?
I'm not going to give you 3 words. What I would say is I find that Kingsley are absolutely on the money. When it comes to understanding what it is that we are looking for as a business, you listen, you understand, and you come. If you don't understand, then you ask questions. It's not about getting as many people through the door as possible, getting you as many CVs as possible. I'm not sure what tools you use when you're looking for candidates, but I've always found that the quality of people that have come through you have been of the highest standards, without a doubt. We've had a few casualties on the way, unfortunately. But again, I've always been able to go back to Cliff, and we've worked through it, and he's gone back to the drawing board and he's gone back to his pool of people. And amazingly, you just keep pulling out what we class as superstars, because at PPL we only try to employ superstars. Interestingly enough, Cliff placed me here at PPL 5.5 years ago, so I've had both sides of the fence. I've actually been a candidate looking for work. And, you know, I remembered Cliff from when he placed me here. And that's why I always wanted to go back to Cliff when I became, obviously, head of sales and sales director for when I was looking for people, because he did a fantastic job for me when I was looking for a job. And I knew he was the right person.
So what else do you think that we can do as a company moving forward?
That's a difficult one, because at this point in time, I've not come across something that I've thought, you know what, I don't like that, or you haven't dealt with that properly. You know, there's always room for improvement. Everybody can improve. But from my experience, you've done absolutely everything that we've asked of you. So for me to sit here and say, well, you can improve on this and you can improve on that, I think you'd probably have to ask somebody else, because for me, the service has been second to none. I would continue to use Kingsley for as long as I need to employ people, to be honest.